Turn down my computer volume so it won't get caught on the thing. Okay, make sure double check and see if your audio is included. Make sure you do a check mark on the party
Include
thing.
include my audio. Alright. Alright.
Yep, and I'm live on my computer as well. I'll turn down more on my volume. I think we're set and ready to go.
Alright, you ready?
Yep. Go ahead and start it. And hello, gamers. It's me, D0vah here, and today I have a good guest with me. He's a good friend of mine. Say hello to Delta Force. Delta, say hi.
What's up, everyone? I'm Delta Force. Hiya.
So, me and Delta, we were speaking of this game of Overwatch. So, him and I were speaking of our thoughts, and I'm like, hey, man, we gotta record this. We gotta, like, tell these guys of our review. So, let's talk about our review. Okay, what are your thoughts on this game, Delta?
Now, honestly, whenever it comes to like this game, what I think that this game really deserves is the fact that it needs a story, and the fact that the trailers and stuff like that, the trailers look like that this game had the potential of a story, but what they gave us was just a multiplayer-only based server. But it's not. But I don't find the game that bad and stuff like that. I find it almost like TF2. It kind of captures that, which honestly I like. It brings back so many memories on it being like a class shooter and stuff like that. But just give it. This game deserves a story. Why not give it one? If you're going to be giving it like a trailer that has the potential of like having a story, why not just give it one?
Right, exactly, because like every time you start up this game of Overwatch, there is a cutscene with Winston, and by the sounds of it, it sounds like it's like a movie or a good storyline. But after you log in and everything, it doesn't have a storyline. Because I was excited when I first heard about that, and turned out there was no storyline. I'm like, where's the storyline at? Honestly. I mean, like,
honestly, whenever it comes to...
Go ahead.
Honestly, like, whenever it comes to this game, like, one of the things that they, like, really screwed up on is the fact that, like, they mention, like, this war from like, before all this and stuff like that. Honestly, I think they could have made a game about that instead of giving us this. How the so declared war and stuff like that. Who were they? And like, what did they have to do with us? Give us a story and a game about that. That's what I want. I want a game exactly about that. And give us exactly like the trailer. It's especially like, it's almost as if like this. The trailer is like this. Hey, we're your enemies and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, we have clones of your characters. And stuff like that are willing to kill you and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't like that. If you're gonna be making like a multiplayer only type of base game and stuff like that, make your characters like look not the same as before. I get it. This game has like some sort of like TF2 type of vibe to it, which I'm completely okay with and stuff like that. As long as I will be okay with this game, and I will like the game as long as they end up having a story with it. And so, D0vah, what do you think?
Me personally, what I think, I mean, like, I agree with you. Like, I love the characters, but I didn't know the part of the cloning part, which I just like learned from you. It's like, I love the characters. You know, it would gone well with the storyline, but it's like, give us more info on each of these characters. I'm sure every one of them has their own backstory or side story of how they got here, how they become part of the Overwatch team, basically. You know?
Yeah. And especially the fact that like at the beginning where like they said that people were calling them criminals as well.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what made me wonder of why they call them criminals. Like, what do they do for people to call them criminals? You know?
Yeah, it's sort of like how people call Spider-Man like how call Spider-Man a criminal, but yet he has much better backstory and like why people actually why like some people actually find him as a criminal. But for Overwatch, there's hardly any of that.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
And plus, also, my review on this game as well, like, I just figured out this game of multiplayer, it looks like it's just an objective-based game. It's not like team deathmatch or something like that, which I'm really amazed it hasn't have anything like. Hopefully they would make something like that, or maybe at least give us like DLC. I don't know, like I'm not sure if there's a way that they can do a DLC where it'll add a storyline to the game. I mean, it would be nice.
Just don't have it be like, just don't kind of have it be like, have it be all sort of like that update for Advanced Warfare where they end up just putting in a zombies mode, but don't have it be separate apart and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Don't have it be like Destiny, where they cut off the. Don't have it be like Destiny, where they ended up cutting off the story by itty bitty bits and pieces that you have to buy for paid DLC and stuff like that. That's not how the game should work, and stuff like that. That's not how the game should be made. Make a game that basically has the storyline alone and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys have the potential and stuff. I'm sure Blizzard has the potential of creating basically a game where they have a storyline put into it. Because the game deserves one. The game deserves a storyline. Give it a storyline.
Yeah, I do admit, Blizzard does a good job. Blizzard, I give them props and respect because basically it wasn't for them. My younger sister, she's a fan of World of Warcraft because you guys at Blizzard, you do an awesome job over at World of Warcraft. And I haven't played, well, I play World of Warcraft, but I don't have a decent computer to play the game because, I need a better gaming computer, Other than that, if I had a better gaming computer, I would surely be able to play World of Warcraft a lot. I've seen your guys' potential when it came on that, and on this game when I saw the trailer, you guys did an awesome job. But I'm looking forward to a storyline. I know this whole topic is about the storyline, but it's just, and also you need to update the graphics. I think that's what a friend of mine said. Either that, or he's probably talking about me and my graphics.
We do not need to bring ABP Reloaded in here.
Oh yeah, we just got done trying out this game of ABP Reloaded, and turned out it's a free game. We tried it on my end. Basically, when I try to play it, a long loading screen where I can't even play the game at all.
Back to Overwatch and stuff like that. Now, how about we say, now we've already gotten the bad things about Overwatch and stuff like that. How about we name like some good things about Overwatch?
Okay, I love all the skins they put on each of the characters. Like my usual favorite character is D0vah. Don't judge me. I just like D0vah because she's, I don't know. It's like she has this cool like mech suit thing that she works with, and plus if you're destroyed, she pops out, so basically gives you like a second chance to basically fight back. Even though she's not very good with just her alone, she has to have her mech suit.
Now, personally, for me and stuff like that, like I said before and stuff like that, it has a TF2 vibe and stuff like that. And I gotta say, like before I ended up going into like playing consoles and stuff like that, I ended up playing PC. And honestly, I enjoyed the PC games. And one of the first PC games I ever played was TF2. And I enjoyed that game. That game was fun. And just playing this and stuff like that brings back so many memories on how like TF2 was played. I feel as if I am playing TF2 but in the future and stuff like that, which I love. And it's really, they honestly, Blizzard did some things right, and honestly this is one of them.
Exactly. I like the fact that where they have these different classes like support, healer, builder, sniper, support. What else?
Yeah,
did I also already say tank? If not, then I say tank as well. They have all these different classes, to kind of support the whole team.
Yeah.
So I do like the fact where they do have a shooting test range, which is good. So feature your skills to get better. I like.
Yeah, it's sort of like a little bit like a tutorial and stuff like that. So you can actually get better and stuff like that. Whenever it comes to like playing video games and stuff like that, you get basically better to video games whenever it comes due to experience. Yeah, stuff like that. Is there anything else we all kind of good about it?
I think we pretty much covered it. I mean, I think we covered up the goods and the bad parts of the game that we pretty much, I think, covered.
Right, but if I may ask and stuff like that, like if we allow to give it a verdict and stuff like that, what would your verdict be when it comes to this game?
My verdict? Man, that's a tough one. I mean, there are goods and bads, don't get me wrong. I would honestly say it would be a better game if they had a storyline at the beginning part of it. You know, in order to match for the trailers that they mentioned about. So.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I would possibly, I would probably say
remaining.
Yeah, same for me. Honestly, whenever it comes to this game, I say the game that is like an average. I give it, my verdict for this game is a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's okay. It's an average game. It's not a glorious masterpiece and stuff like that. But if they do manage to actually hear all of y'all out and stuff like that on like what you think and also by what we think and everything like that, then hopefully they'll end up like doing something different and stuff like that. Like hopefully creating an update like what they did with Advanced Warfare, where they put in a zombie system and stuff like that. But whenever you're making stuff like that, since a lot of people already paid a lot more money to this game and stuff like that, don't make the DLC when it comes to the story and stuff like that a little bit more like that much expensive, about like the same cost as people buying the game. Because honestly, that would be freaking ridiculous.
yeah.
Play of the game.
This is the thing I like too about the game. They do the highlights, and that's actually pretty cool. You can set it up and everything. You know?
Yeah. And stuff like that. You can even save it and everything like that over on your channel, over on your player style and stuff like that, which I like.
Yeah.
I like about that. But sometimes,
plus you can vote.
Epic.
yeah. But sometimes, how should I say this? Sometimes the highlighting system can be pretty stupid at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And stuff like that, which honestly, if you want to be able to highlight something, make it to where the system highlights what like good you did with it
Prepare
and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Anyways, so I think that well, let's try to see if we can like review another game that we have played and stuff like that. Let's try to like review a good game.
Oh man, I'm not sure about a good game. Well, we could probably think
How
of,
about,
or maybe an upcoming DLC, which probably won't be September, but you know, the trailer that I watched and I told you about.
Protect the innocent.
how about we review Doom? How about that?
Could possibly do
Remember your
do that.
training, and we'll get through this just fine.
I'm like crazy here.
All right, so this is not only is this like gonna be an Overwatch review, this is also gonna be like a Doom review and stuff like that. Because honestly, for you to play the game, you are lucky, because the game, I say, is pretty much a really good masterpiece. I find it a very fun game to actually play and stuff like that. Especially now, I've actually played all the other games and stuff like that. Whenever all the other Dooms and stuff like that, but whenever it comes to like Doom 1 and Doom 2 and stuff like that, there is hardly that much of a story. There is hardly that much of a story at all. You're just a character, just fighting a bunch of monsters and stuff like that. Honestly, they ended up giving us a story to actually look upon and stuff like that. It made the game interesting, especially the gun combat games from like the Doom 3 and stuff like that. The BFG, not to mention how like all the characters look, especially giving us a story as to how these monsters ended up coming about and who were they, which I liked, and it was fun. What about you, D0vah?
Well, I love the gameplay. I mean, I'm almost done with the campaign as I think I would be. I enjoy it. I love the part where they have those demons that come out and they play this awesome epic music. I love that because it gets you in the mood, in the moment. I like the fact where it has these different little runes around that'll kind of help you out, like say like overshields or one was called Berserk, where you just like fist the crap out of all these demons and all that. And I mean, I love the storyline. It's pretty good so far because I haven't completed the whole thing, like I said. Now I've also played the multiplayer. Multiplayer is actually pretty good because on there, which the thing I love about it is you can choose what demon you can be from the I think it's the Revenant, which is the skull with the jetpack. The other demon, I forgot him. I think he was like he's like a horned figure type of character. I forgot the name of it. And there's this other big fat demon that he's big and fat. He has these huge miniguns on him.
The Mancubus?
Yeah, that one. I haven't played as that one yet, which I will probably play as that eventually when I go back on Doom. So, yeah, I love the multiplayer.
I also gotta say. Yeah, one of the things that I also got to do about the thing is the fact that it also gives you like a story behind your character and stuff like that as you go through, because basically your character, it's almost as if like your character wakes up and like trying to find the answers is also who he is and stuff like that. But yet also destroy that involves hell along the way and stuff like that, which he realizes he was basically, now, spoiler alert, whoever those are watching, if you don't want to don't want to get spoiled, I understand. You don't have to watch this part of the video. You can fast forward to like a part where basically you're not getting spoiled. And what I'm going to say is yeah, what I'm basically going to say is that the character, he ends up finding who he is and who he guardian, which is actually real, and also gives it a heck. Now I even like reading books and stuff like that. I would read that as a friggin' book if it was and stuff like that. It deserves it whenever it comes to like the good story and everything like that. Bethesda has come up with very good ways of making games and stuff like that, but sometimes they gotta make sure that they make the game enjoyable, whether you play the campaign over and over again, it will still be fun. However, when it comes to like what happened with Wolfenstein and stuff like that, I only played the campaign. I played the campaign once, and I began to actually fall in love with the game. Then, just as soon as it ended up like giving me the option to play the game over again, I ended up not being able to actually like fall in love with the game as I did before when I first played it and stuff like that. Now, it was a good game, but it was boring and stuff like that. Bethesda has like a habit of making games that kind of get boring over time.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But whenever it comes to Doom, I hardly find that out at all. I like it. And they actually did a good job, and they actually like looked over a which they kind of had a problem with for a while, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
Experience tranquility. Pass into the iris.
What about you? What about you, D0vah? Anything else you wanted to say?
No, I think I said my piece a lot like on Doom. I mean, like, I love the storyline. Like, for me to do, like, half the time I kill myself because I was trying to get to a specific spot, but then I wasn't looking properly, so that's bad on my part there. But I love the game. It's a little challenging, which sometimes I like a little challenge, which I do. For multiplayer-wise, I'm not sure what to say for multiplayer-wise. I mean, let's say I kind of suck a little bit on the multiplayer-wise, but I don't see any much cons on Doom, because there's more pros on there than what there is on cons. You know, like advantages and disadvantages. It's and bads.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly.
You know, from my experience. I mean, because I've seen a couple of reviews on YouTube where people are saying like Doom is like, it's almost like Call of Duty, or no, it's almost like Halo. I mean, come to think of it, it's like Halo and Call of Duty combined, because on there you have these loadouts, you can customize them, you have these different armor and stuff that you can customize and color, what color lights that's on your character. So yeah, it's like a mixture between Halo and Call of Duty somewhat.
Honestly, yeah, it's literally a mixture of Halo and Call of Duty, but also a lot of Doom as well.
Yeah.
But, like, whenever, yeah, I mean, that's all that I think I got so far whenever it comes to, like, wanting to review this game. I think that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I got on, like, trying to say some things that are good about the game. And, I hardly find anything bad about the game at all. I mean, it's a good game, it has a good story. Something that I've probably been waiting for whenever it comes to Doom, since I played the earlier Dooms before as well. And I like that. So, honestly, what would your review be?
For, like, basically, like, overall on Doom?
Yeah, overall on Doom.
Well, I pretty much match yours, to where I don't have anything, like, that they made mistakes on Doom, because as far as I know, they did a good job for the campaign-wise. I mean, because I haven't really played the campaign like all the way to the end, so I'm not sure if I would say, can I have more of a campaign or not, you know? So.
Yeah. But if you were able to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 and stuff like that, what would it be?
I would pretty much say 9.
Yeah, I give it the same score, 9 out of 10.
I mean, it's not best of the best of the best, but, you know, it's still a 9, which is still good in my book, so.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I have a feeling that they're probably going to be making another one soon, considering the fact that, like, how the story left off and stuff like that, like, on a cliffhanger and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure that your character may come back, and you will end up also learning a little bit more about your character as well, and not to mention also. That's all. I think that's all I have to say, honestly.
Yeah, so we'll just finish off this game here, and then we'll be able to basically close off from here.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, that's our review on Overwatch and Doom. It's more of a combined review, so.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, and we do this so basically we basically do this for your entertainment, and also to help you make sure you also get the right game.
Exactly, because we don't want people to tell you guys, like, talk you guys into getting a game when you don't know the whole review of it. So.
Anyways, I'm D0vah, and
I'm D0vah. Here we go, guys. To give you guys an update, I've started working on the map on Ark Survival, because sometime this summer we'll be having a machinima on Ark Survival. So me and my good friend Johnny Thor are basically, like, been talking, and we've been trying to set stuff up. So some of the scenes right now, but first we're working on some structures of what's needed. So there's nothing really spoilers. I mean, I wish I could tell you. I know Johnny would too, but we'd rather keep it a secret for you guys. So, but just give you guys an update. Hopefully this will turn out really good, because me and Johnny, we're still talking of what we can do. So
So yeah, we thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will talk to you guys later.
That's all the time for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. D0vah Chief out.
Delta Force out.
And